Holy cow. This segment is so cool. What is that instrument? Whoa, that's a lot of bass for this era. That is so interesting. I've never heard anything like that. All right, welcome everybody. Today we're tackling a little bit of Genesis. Genesis is a prog rock band. I think they were founded, 1969 by Peter Gabriel, or at least he was the vocalist for the band, the lead vocalist. However, in 1975, Phil Collins took over as lead vocalist and drummer. Phil Collins was also the drummer, and that's where things got really interesting. However, I've never really listened to Genesis. I've listened to a lot of Phil Collins. He's one of my dad's favorite, and I just have never really tackled Genesis. I've heard a few of their songs, I believe, but I really wanted to do them on this channel just to get an understanding of who one of the most influential prog rock bands were of the 70s and 80s, I guess. I really do like Phil Collins, though. He's a pretty incredible singer. One of my favorites, actually, from the era. And today we're going to be tackling their top 5 songs. Not necessarily their top 5 Billboard hits, but just the top 5 songs that'll give me a better, the best understanding possible of them as a band and all the prog rockness that goes with that. First, we have Firth of Fith. I was told that this is the song you have to open with Genesis. So let's do this. Oh, wow. This is a very classical sounding piano piece. It's really nicely done. It's very composed. Whoa. A lot of extended harmony stuff happening there. That's really cool. It's really complex. Oh. Huh. And so with gods and men, the sheep remain. The drumming is great. That is Phil Collins on drums. That's not Phil Collins on vocals? That really sounds. He rides majestic past homes of men. That almost sounds like Phil Collins on vocals too. So that's 73, so 1973, so that would be Peter Gabriel. To see reflected there, the trees, the sky, the lily fair, the scene of death is lying just below. The mountain cuts off the town from view, like a cancer growth is removed by skill. Let it be revealed. Interesting. A waterfall is madrigal, an inland sea is symphony. Na 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 na. I like that. Ooh. Jethro Tulling. It's actually surprising how much flute is used in prog rock. Ooh, that's pretty. It's a gorgeous melody. Wow. Ooh. We're really climbing there. That's cool. That's a really interesting cadence. That's cool. Prog rock is fascinating. It's a very purposeful composition. Like, it's pretty easy to just kind of noodle around with this kind of music. Ah. I like how the piano theme kind of like introduced like an emotional feeling and idea, and then the guitar solo is almost coming in with its own idea. It's kind of reinstating the same feeling, but with a different voice. And the drums are groovy. The drums are groovy. Whoa! That's a lot of bass for this time, for this era. That's really cool. It's like sub bass too. Feels really nice on these headphones. I have a feeling that Genesis and Pink Floyd were fairly competitive. Okay, Phil.
Now as the river dissolves in sea,
I think I really do like, just comparing Pink Floyd and Genesis again, I like I definitely prefer Phil Collins drumming over Nick Mason. And Nick Mason plays the music as simply as possible. Very little flash and fill. Okay, back to that keyboard thing. Cool. Phil Collins has a little bit more flair. If there's anything Phil Collins is known for, it is definitely his drum flair. So I do like that. As a drummer, that tickles my fancy a little bit more. One thing that's really kind of surprised me about Genesis so far, and this song specifically, was how composed it felt. Like when you have that many time changes, signature changes, you've got the tempos drifting back and forth, and also key changes and like more complex melody. It's easy to sound a little convoluted and maybe a little bit noodly or jammy, but this felt very composed. It didn't feel like just like the band was jamming until like they found something. It was more like written and revised and carefully shaped, which I really like. That really makes me feel good to listen to. It's interesting. And by the way, before we go to the next song, I wanted to tell you about these headphones that I'm wearing specifically, because they can do something that almost no other headphone can, and that is only 0.02 seconds of ultra low wireless latency. So this is achieved through a plug-in transmitter that delivers audio 20 times faster than regular Bluetooth. In the past, my headphone cables have always been in the way, and it's actually hindered my production process. My stupid headphone cable, get out of the way. But now with the OneOdio Studio Max 1s, that's not a thing anymore, and I'll show you how that works.
All you got to do is plug in your wireless transmitter into wherever you would plug in your headphone cable, in this case, my audio interface. Turn that on by holding down the button there, headphones on, and then select the bottom button until you hear low latency mode. And now I can throw down my bass line for this song that I'm working on without any cables getting in the way, and it's absolutely glorious.
They're also really versatile too. They have just regular Bluetooth as well. If you just want to like connect them to like your device for casual music listening, you can do that. And you can literally plug them in with like a normal headphone cable too. And that way you get like just the highest fidelity possible, because when you are using the low latency setting on these headphones, they do compress the audio a little bit so that it can allow for that ultra low latency. These headphones are made around the Japanese PET drivers. You get great bass extension, nice highs. And while the soundstage is definitely not as wide as some other headphones, especially like open back headphones and things like that, it still has all the fidelity I need for like, and all the separation and all that, just to make judgments in my mixes and recordings. They're great. These headphones will last 120 hours on a full charge with standard Bluetooth mode, which is genuinely impressive, and 50 hours using the ultra low latency technology. I usually charge them like once a week when I'm working on projects with these. Plenty of battery life. They're comfortable. I can wear them for a long time without like ear cup fatigue and things like that. And with the 180-degree ear cup articulation, it's really helpful if you want to like monitor just with one ear, which I recommend singers do so that they can hear their own voice and it helps them stay on pitch.
She's my lantern, la-di-da-da, la-di-da. My lantern's from the stars. The way she talks about Mars, like you could get there by car. My lantern holds my thoughts. They fuel her dying flame. Knowledge can be paid. She's my lantern. La-di-da-da, la-di-da, la-da. La-di-da-da, la-di-da-di-da-di-da.
The OneOdio Studio Max 1s have solved a problem that I've had for years, and I just wanted to share these with you guys. OneOdio is offering a 20% off discount if you use my code Isaac20, so go check them out. There's a link in the description, and make sure you leave a review saying that I sent you. It helps the channel out and makes these videos possible, and thank you OneOdio for sponsoring this video. All right, let's get back to Genesis. Up next we have Dancing with the Moonlit Night. I think it's from the same album.
Can you tell me where my country lies?
Said the unicorn to his true love's eyes. It lies with me, cried the queen of maybe. For her merchandise, he traded in his prize.
Oh, this is a story song.
Paper late, cried a voice in the crowd.
I generally British storytelling, which is very like based in English culture, I generally don't get. But I'll try. I'll do my best.
Selling England by the pound.
It's a very slow introduction to the song.
Citizens of hope and glory, time goes by. It's the time of your life. Easy now, sit you down, chewing through your wimpy dreams. They eat without a sound, digesting England by the pound.
Ooh. That's so interesting. I gotta turn that up.
Young man says you are what you eat well. Old man says you are what you wear. Well, you know what you are, you don't give a damn. Bursting your belt, that is your homemade sham. The captain leaves his dance right out through the night.
That little segment felt way ahead of its time. It was really interesting.
Till the gray of sunset sees them all. Follow on till the gold is cold. Dancing out with the moonlit night. Knights in the green shields dance and shout.
Oh, cool. Holy cow. That's really prog rocky. Dang. Band really kicks in there. That's cool. Wow. Oh my God. That's epic.
Outside the saloon, laying out the credit card, she plays fortune. The deck is uneven right from the start, and all of their hands are playing a part. Captain leaves his dance right out through the night. Join the dance for a while. A round table talk it down we go. You're the show, off we go with you. Play the hobby horse, I play the fool. We'll tease the bull ringing round and round, round and round. Follow on with a twist of the world we go. Follow on till the gold is cold. Dancing out with the moonlit night. Knights in the green fields down and shout.
That's insane. This segment is so cool. What is that instrument? Drums are amazing. I didn't know Phil Collins got this technical. It's really impressive. This feels like a protest song against culture. I'm not sure because there's a lot of lyricism happening that I just don't understand. But if I had to guess, this would be a critique of culture of some sort. Maybe even a little bit satirical. Love the harp. It's gorgeous. It's going on for a long time now. I don't mind it. It's really pretty. This feels super cinematic too. Wow. I love this music. It is so somewhat overwhelming, but also really good. Really, really cool. I love that so much. So next I wanted to transfer over to when Phil Collins took over as the lead vocalist. One of the first albums that came out with him as the lead vocalist was A Trick of the Tail, and I was recommended to check out Dance on a Volcano. This is from 1976. I get the direction the band was headed. With those two songs, I can kind of understand, like, that's where the band was. I'm super excited to hear what it sounded like after Phil Collins started taking over. Oh. Seven, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, 8 time signature. Love it.
Holy Mother of God, you got to go faster than that to get to the top. Dirty old mountain, all covered in smoke. She could turn you to stone, so you better start doing it right. Better start doing it right.
That verse rhythm was really trippy. The 7/8 thing feels good. I like it. This. That, like, it's like this offbeat thing. It's really interesting. I don't think I've ever heard a drum beat like that. I do love Phil Collins' vocals. One of the most on-key singers, in my opinion. Ooh, big drum sounds. To be expected.
Crosses are blue, your friends didn't make it through.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
The night and out of the dark, into the fire and into the fight. Well, that's the way the heroes go. Ho, ho, ho.
This sounds huge.
To a cracking Mother Earth, blazing hot, the molten rock spills out over the land. And the lovers
I love 7/8 time.
licks your boots.
It's such a great time signature.
You don't want to fall as well.
It's a fairly complex song, though.
Do you wanna dance with me? You better start doing it right. Music's playing, the notes are right, but you're left foot first and move into the light. The edge of this hill is the edge of the world, and if you're gonna cross, you better start doing it right. Better start doing it right. You better start doing it right.
Ooh, the pitching down his vocal. Oh. Well, that was about the most prog rock transition ever. Wow. Whoa. That is so interesting. I've never heard anything like that. Wow. What was your guys' favorite version of Genesis? Do you guys like the Peter Gabriel Genesis, or did you guys prefer the Phil Collins Genesis? I'd be really interested in hearing like what your opinion on that is. All right, up next we have Follow You, Follow Me. And this is one of their first major international hits. It was the top 10 in the UK and top 25 in the US, and it broke them out of the prog only box. Still very much a like 70s song, but this is the track that turned Genesis into more of a mainstream band. So I wanted to check this out. Ooh, it's groovy.
Stay
It's very much more of a pop song, which is kind of what I like contribute to like Phil Collins. Like that's kind of more his sound. It's cool though. It's definitely not the prog rock thing. So Genesis, they didn't become a chart-dominating band until the 80s, in the US anyway. But Follow You, Follow Me, it was definitely where that shift began, I believe. It's a pretty song. I love the vocal melody. Synth work. Dude, that's really tastefully played. I've always appreciated Phil Collins' ability to work with the rhythm vocally. He almost like ebbs and flows in and out of tempo very purposefully and very tastefully. Bassline is kind of groovy. Cool. All right, we got the fade out. Interesting. So that was kind of the essence of the direction I guess the band would take into the 80s, from what I know. But their number one biggest hit, their only number one hit in America, at least, was Invisible Touch from 1986. And I don't think I've heard Invisible Touch either. I think the only Genesis song I really know well is Land of Confusion. I think it's one of the greatest songs ever. It's also famous for its ridiculous music video. Yeah, I've never listened to Invisible Touch. Let's do this. Oh, it's so 80s. The programmed electronic drum thing. And Phil Collins is famous for his experimental drums that accidentally became mainstream. It's not my favorite. I really do prefer a acoustic drum sound. Very catchy. Super Phil Collins pop. Ooh. Maybe breaking into their prog days. What a fascinating progression. To go from a fairly niche prog rock sound to this chart-topping pop thing. Key change. Very 80s. I can honestly say I've never heard this song. I guarantee you all of you guys out there are going to be like, how can you have never heard this song? It was probably on the radio all the time. I've never heard that one. Also, not my favorite, like, Phil Collins sounding song. I think it definitely has that hit factor, but as far as just, like, interest for me personally, not my favorite. I think Land of Confusion is a much better song. This has been completely fascinating. I had no idea Genesis was that far into the weeds of prog, and then they like evolved into the like pop rock thing that they became. And obviously Phil Collins decided to go off on his own and do his own solo career, which was humongous. It's fascinating. I'd love to check out more of Genesis as well as Phil Collins. I'd love to tackle some albums because I feel like Genesis may be a album-centered type of... I'm sure they've got like some concept albums and some more like thought out, like listen through the whole album and like to understand the story and the progression of the music, as is with most prog rock. I really enjoyed the heck out of that. That was really cool, and I'm definitely looking forward to more. So if you guys want me to check out more, throw it down in the comments. Which songs, which albums, which era you want me to dive into, and we'll make that happen. Thank you guys for watching. This has been really fascinating. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me, and I look forward to the next video. All right, bye.
On your left and on your right, crosses are green, the crosses are blue.